Alright folks, we're going to do something here today that no man should ever have to do to a guitar. And no guitar should ever have to accept it. Welcome back folks, thank you for tuning in. I'm always grateful to you for that, whether it be on the bigger channel or the little one. If you're watching this on the big channel, there's a link down here to the new small channel, which is growing okay, I guess. If you're not signed on to the little channel, please go there, come here, or come there, whatever, and subscribe, man. Helps me a big deal. Anyway, we're working on this little D15 Martin guitar today. Let me catch you up to date here before we do this. The owner of this guitar told me that he'd tighten the truss rod up as tight as he felt comfortable going with it. And it still needed quite a bit more lesser relief, more back bow in it. So I tightened it up, loosened the strings, they was looser than that, and I tightened it up to where I don't feel comfortable with going anymore. Now I've already got videos on this, but I got to do this guitar this way, so I'm just going to bring you over here and explain to you how we're going to get lesser relief and more back bow into this neck. And we're going to use the truss rod as, we're going to use some other things. We're going to use the truss rod too. Here comes cue ball head. So watch out. Alright, welcome back. And thank you folks for keeping tuned in y'all all the time that you do. Now, what I got to do here, let me just explain quickly to you. I want to put a block of leather, of course, and a block of wood down here. Leather and a block of wood up here. I got to loosen the strings, pull them out of the way, and do that. And I'm going to put a board up here on top of the blocks and a clamp right in the center. And that's going to force back bow into the neck. And it should make the truss rod a lot easier to change. Should. And I really want to stress that word, should. Like I say, I've got videos showing you how to do this. If you ever have to. If your truss rod ever gets so tight that you're not comfortable with turning it, you feel like it's going to break, do this. What I'm about to show you here. Alright? It's easy and it works. And you won't break your truss rod doing it. Okay, there's a piece of leather. And I'm just going to lay this up here as far as I can get it. Let's see, I want it to cover 2 frets, so that'll be good right there. It's setting on 2 frets. Put it in the center as I can get it of the neck. And we do the same thing down here. And let me get something here. Foam. I can never find foam when I need it, man. Here's a piece of foam. It's ugly, but it'll do the job. Just to hold those strings apart, like so. And then see, we're going to put about the end of the neck where it bends, which is, you know, about the 14th fret, 12th fret, I think. No, this is the 14th fret. Wow. I thought it was 12. I don't know what I was thinking, man. I shouldn't even be thinking at all. And then, you see, make sure I got this has got rubber on it. It's very well insulated, so it's not going to hurt anything. And what we're going to do here now is take any board. In my case, it's an old 2x4. I'm going to plant that right there. Put the clamp in the center of the neck and the board. And that's just about the middle of where the truss rod adjusts. And we're going to put some force on. Now, you don't want to put too much force on that and break the neck, man. You know, go a little bit at a time. That's fairly tight right there now. So now I got to go find a wrench that fits this. 5mm should fit that, but it don't. Because the holes are wallered out. Anyways, I'll bring you back as soon as I find a wrench, a pinch that wrench. God. Alright, 6mm, because it's wallered out. If you remember the last video, I tightened that up. I even put pliers on it. I put this wrench in there, got a hold of that with pliers and turned it, and it was really tight. I should be able to turn it by hand at least a little bit now. Very little bit, but it did turn. So that tells you that works. Alright. Get the pliers on it again. I don't recommend you do this right here to the guitar. But, you know, if you have no other choice, you may come to the point sometime in your life that you'll have to, like me. So you can see how much more of that turned from what it used to be. Alright, hold on, I gotta look at it if I can. I don't know if I can see it with all that crap on it. Okay, let me see if I can see it. I probably can't show you the... Oh, yeah. Yeah, she got back bow in it now. For sure, man. It ain't never had that much back bow in it since the guitar came here. I can see down that one side over here. I can't see down this side because the clamp in the way. But, yeah, man, it's got plenty of back bow. See, I have to do this first. So when I tighten the strings up, it's going to pull some relief back into it and make sure that's not too much relief before I can do anything to the saddle and the bridge. The saddle and the bridge. I've got the bone blank, and we're going to put a tusk saddle in this guitar. I've talked to the owner about it. I think he said he'd never tried one. He'd like to try it, so I'm going to make a new saddle, intonate it just as much as I can the way this one is, and hopefully it'll be a little higher than that. I hope that's not glued in there, man. Can't get a hold of it. I hope it's not glued though. But let's have a look at this wonderful mess. So you see there we have a piece of leather and just a block of wood. Same thing right here. Block of wood set on a piece of leather. And this big 2x4 setting on the blocks of wood. And the clamp, what the clamp's doing, see, is squeezing, it's forcing the neck to bend in a back bow. I don't think I can make you see it in the camera. Maybe you can see it. And it looks like an awful lot. Just to the naked eye, I don't know if the camera's picking that up or not. I think I do see it in the camera. The neck is bowed backwards. Yeah, I think you can see it. You couldn't do that before with only the truss rod by itself. And I've got several videos on how to help your truss rod, helping your truss rod. I would suggest you go watch those if you get into this mess, because they explain in detail a lot more about doing this, the do's and don'ts and all that jazz. And you see that, how low that saddle is? Hopefully, we're going to be able to put a higher saddle in there. Higher saddle makes more down pressure and makes the guitar sound better. Same thing with the banjo. That's why they make adjustable tail pieces for banjos, so you can actually adjust the down tension on the bridge or on the saddle in this case. Hold on. I don't know if you all saw this or not when the camera was over here. The top number is humidity. Check that out, man. Sorry about the shakiness. 78, I don't know what it was. Yeah, 78% humidity. I can get it where you can see it and not shake. See, I can't stop that from shaking, man. Cannot do it. It's bad, I'm telling you. And I think getting worse. I'll show it to you under that light. It's really heavy up here on this end now. So there's what it looks like. And you can see how the clamp in the center of those two blocks is forcing back bow into that neck. Now I want to leave that. I have to leave it a couple of days at least. I'd like to leave it longer than that, but God, I've already had the guitar here for a month. And I am so sorry to all of you that have guitars here right now, man. It's just been impossible to get the time to work on them. I always have 4 or more projects going on at the same time. Right now I've got 4 going right now. So, you know, that way if I get stuck on something like having to wait on this, I'll work on one of the other 3, you know, while I wait on this for 2 days, at least 2 days. And I'm just sorry, man. If you got a guitar here and it's been here that long, I'm sincerely sorry for it. It can't be helped. I don't have time to work on guitars the way I did before that she got sick. And, you know, she needs a lot of help with things now that she always did herself before. So, I guess I should be apologizing to everyone, you know, because the videos have been so much slower. And, of course, YouTube's killing the big channel. I'm really soon thinking about switching over to the little one. You know, this bigger channel will be the last one. My videos go up on Patreon, then go on the little channel, the new one, and this bigger one last. So, you know, you might want to move over there. There's a lot more videos being posted over there, a lot more activity than there are here on the bigger channel, oddly enough. I don't know, 55,000 subscribers, if, you know, 2/3 of them died or what happened, man, but the algorithm hates the bigger channel anymore. Anyways, enough talking, rambling about that. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'm anxious to hear this guitar. Get it to play right. They're going to make a saddle, and a bridge for it. A bone saddle and a tusk. I'll get it in a minute, man. A bone nut and a tusk saddle. I'm going to make them both by hand. I may or may not show that. I've got so many videos, man, on the bigger channel, me doing just that. And, you know, if you want to learn how, I would say just look at those videos. Because I don't know if I'll show all this or not. The guy probably want this guitar back, and I can speed things up a lot if I do that off camera. That's probably what I'll do. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'll show you whatever I can on this guitar along the way, this series. And I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Click the thumbs up if you would, please. It helps the channel big time. And this bigger channel sure needs all the help it can get. Come to the little one, click the link, and I hope to see you there. Thanks. See you next time.
Neighbors see, we're up here what these neighbors goddamn want to see.